What is going on, YouTube? It's your guy, Rusty Tides, and today we're back with some Rimworld. Let's see what Randy has in store for us today, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Breaking out there. Okay, you guys gonna break out here? At this point, it is what it is. Just fire. Why are you only wearing a flak vest? What's up? Welcome in. How have you been? This is a dangerous situation. Seems even more delayed than normal. Good. Yeah. It it seems to happen sometimes after I've realized it happens after I've been going for a while. Um, I'm trying to see now. Well, I know the reason why. The reason is because I don't have that great of a PC, so that's why it's a little bit more delayed. Hey, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't have that great of a PC, so when it comes to streaming and bit rates and all that kind of stuff, it's the best I can do. Um, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Is the is the board game, is that one that you're making, or is it like tabletop simulator that you're playing with them? I haven't posted a video yet, but I hope when we do, it's the thing I set up, like a board game type where every player goes, you get to add a random spaces board. Is it um almost like Betrayal at the House on the Hill, right? I don't know if you know that game or not. Why aren't you carrying any medicine with you? Right now, before anyone has played the game board looks pretty bare, but that's the point. Each person adds and expands the rules, and yeah, I've played a couple board games like that. If that's your favorite style of board game, my recommendation is to try Betrayal at the House on the Hill. If you like it is a betrayal game. At the start of the board game, you guys all start as friends, but then like it's almost like a story game. Something happens, one of your players turn evil, and then it's everyone else versus this one person, and you know there's more rules that get added to the game and that kind of stuff. I'm trying to explain as little as possible so that everyone play they realize they put way more work into this than they previously thought. There's 8 items in the shop. Right. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool that you're building your own board game. That is way more than what I have the mental capacity for, just because of how much actually goes into it. The whole game kind of revolves around the one space called the wizard space. Basically, you do like anything. I spin the wheel, for example. If one player fights another player, power takes up. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. I think I've seen some videos similar to that. What's happening here? Did one of them get back up? Yeah. So the wizard space is a wheel that I spent like 2 hours coming up with. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it takes yeah, it take I can understand, spending 2 hours to come up with all those things. It's difficult to come up with ideas. Y'all got rid of some of my hydroponics. That's not very cool. Let's have you shoot him down. And then I spent more hours in the shop making little sprites for all the items you can buy. Pebble of annoyance and wet sock. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And each item has a fun little thing you can do with it. Nope. I just bumped my desk and I know that caused issues with the mic. It could only cost 1 coin. That's pretty cool. Why didn't you bring any go juice with you? Yeah, I think I've seen some videos like that. Like some shorts on YouTube where it's almost it's like a board game, and each person goes, "Oh, I want to move here," and that kind of stuff. And a wheel gets spun. Let's do structure. Let's see. However, the totem is just simply an item where if you have it and lose all your hearts, you survive. If you roll the pebble of annoyance wheel, there's a chance that the next item that the person uses just completely fails. Yeah. See, I would probably, I don't know. When it comes to luck-based games, I have no luck. I I'm extremely unlucky. You know, I some people they just naturally get stuff, I guess you could say. But everything I've gotten, it's all been hard work. Is this a table? No. Usually it's just going to stop someone from traveling two spaces or sending someone to a bad space. It's most of the time just annoying. On the off chance the next item's a totem. Yeah. On the off chance you need that totem to save your life. I should also send you home. Also, on most of the wheels I made, like a human completely like the whole game, but I set the chance of getting it so incredibly low. The chance of actually getting it is like 0.0002% or something like that. What? Oh my goodness. 1 in 4 million? Yeah, you really don't want them to get that. I don't know why I'm digging this out. Yeah, if they do end up getting it, then they deserved it. Remove roof right here. An entire description on all the other items. Say my favorite item I added to the shop besides. You mean the pebble's not your favorite item? It'll probably be mine. Bear trap costs 1 coin, and you put it anywhere on the board without anyone knowing where it is. If someone lands on it, they lose power, 2 power, and give it to you. Oh, your second, yeah. I mean, stealing other people's power like that's pretty cool. I think the bear trap is good because if you have extra coins and nothing to spend them on, you could just buy a bear trap. It's good value. Yeah, it depending on how many coins, depending on how easy it is for your players to get coins, you should also keep in mind that are you going to limit the amount of bear traps allowed to be placed at one time? You know, like it could be or like only 5 bear traps allowed to be placed at a time, or allowed to be bought at a time. So that way, your players just aren't, they spend all the money on bear traps and they're just hopscotching the 2 power between them. Are they were prepared, then attack. Yeah, go smash that. There's so much more stuff that I think is fun, like the item where you can deflect anything someone does to you back onto them, but also do that to any player being affected from someone. So you can deflect the pebble of annoyance back at whoever threw it, and they can spin and have it so the next time they use an item, they they can't, and then they end up dying because they couldn't use the totem when needed.